And I'm back with another Front Row Talk podcast, the podcast with expensive opinions. Before I get started, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share this video. Check the description down below where I have my link for my Instagram, TikTok, and my Twitter. Before I get started, make sure you tune into last episode, episode 114, where I talked about the Western Conference Finals, and then I talked about the Boston Celtics being in the finals. This is episode 115. So I'm gonna keep the same topic for this episode, just cause now we do have the two teams that's in the finals. Finally, last episode I was kind of entertaining the whole Wolves coming back, but it's never been done. So I'm not gonna deny that I had Wolves in 7 before see the series even started, before Mavs went up 3-0. But Mavs did their thing. Luka and Kyrie took them, the Mavs to the finals. And now we got the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics in the finals. I will be giving my prediction and how many games. And yeah, let's get started. So it is currently Wednesday, June 5th. The series starts tomorrow, Thursday, June 6th. So I'm giving my prediction before any game start, but you guys will be seeing this on the 7th, Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, I'm super duper excited. The finals is here. Definitely, this finals is better than last year's finals. Felt like it's gonna be more entertaining, if you ask me. But yeah, we got Boston. I feel like everybody had Boston going to the finals, all throughout. Probably the only other team was probably the Bucks, but they got bounced out the first round for many reasons. And then in the West, it was always a bit shaky. People were looking at the Nuggets. People were looking at the Mavs were a team. They was also looking at the Wolves after they started having a good run. And yeah, so. But I feel like in the East, the clear-cut, team to go to the finals was Boston. Now, Luka versus Tatum, Kyrie versus Jaylen Brown. I mean, we could go player by player. We could keep going. Guess you could say Jones versus Drew Holiday, White versus, I don't know, Tim Hardaway, whoever you want to say. It's gonna be a lot of crazy matchups. But let me get straight to the point. Let me not keep beating around the bush. Who do I have? This is tough. So I'm a Jaylen Brown fan. I think I've said it before on the podcast. I like Jaylen Brown. I like how the way he plays. I would like to see him with a ring. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see him with a ring. And I think that Boston is overdue for a ring, just because of how far they keep getting into the playoffs. I mean, it was just in the finals 2022 against my Warriors. They're back in the finals now. So I feel like they gotta finish off strong, especially with the squad that they have this season. Super duper tough squad. Now on the Mavs end, Luka's the best player on the court. Can't even lie. He got a great number 2, which is Kyrie. Some nights he could be 1B. Luka's 1A, I guess you could say. They got a lot of lob threats. They're a team with size. Got a good coach. It's super duper balanced. But I think the series will be done in 6 games. I don't know if it'll go 7. I wouldn't be mad if it goes 7, but I think the winner will win in 6 games. I'm gonna have to go with the Celtics though. I'm gonna have to go with the Celtics. It's not because I don't have nothing against the Mavs or Luka. I just felt like Kristaps Porzingis being back for Game 1 is gonna make a big difference. That means he should be there for each and every game after that. Then I feel like the Nuggets, when they clicking, they're just unstoppable. I feel like the Nuggets. So I mean the Celtics, when they're clicking, they're unstoppable. I feel like the Celtics is the better team. But then again, I mean, I guess you could say they haven't faced comp like the Mavs, so it changes things a bit. Tatum has to perform. He can't have. It can't be where it was Golden State, where he ain't have not one 30-point game in the finals. He has to play like the best player on the team. Yeah, Jaylen Brown could go off a couple games or every game, but Tatum's presence has to be there. He can't just shot back. He has to stay efficient or try his best to stay efficient. Because we know Luka's is coming to perform. I mean, Luka's been doing this since such a young age, not in the NBA specifically, but just playing, competitions at a young age. So to be honest, he's never been to the finals, but you just know a player like him is gonna perform. Kyrie's been there multiple times, and it's funny because it's against Boston, the team who kind of, I guess you could say, hates him now. So it's like then Porzingis was in the Mavs, now he's in Boston. So the storyline is kind of funny. It's a lot of that's at there's a lot to put on the table. I guess you could say a lot of things that we could point at. I know that if Tatum wins, people are gonna say Tatum better than Luka. I mean, people could, I guess you could say, run with those narratives. As of now, Tatum is not better than Luka, but that's just how that's how the media works. That's how the NBA works. That's how I guess whoever wins that finals could be named the best player. But then again, stats come into play, and you could get surgical with it and get specific. So everybody looks at it different. I got Celtics in 6 though, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying that confidently. So I'm not saying for sure in 6 because it's just I had Wolves last series. I don't know if it was because Wolves went to 7 games with the Nuggets and they was tired, or whatever the case may be. But the way the Mavs played, it made the Wolves look bad. You know what I'm trying to say? Once you go up 3-0, it's not much need to be said anymore. And I'm interested to see how Mavs come into Boston's house and do what they have to do. If I'm not mistaken, no 5th seed has ever won the championship. So if Luka does that, that's just something else that could be added to the narrative or whatever for Luka fans or those who are Dallas fans. He's 25. He's winning a chip in 6 seasons. Things could get really good for Luka. I mean, he could have been MVP this season. So him being MVP and potentially getting the first ring, winning a ring at 25, 6 seasons. Kyrie winning his second ring. It could really look good for them. I know the young guys on the Mavs are ready to play. They've been playing good all on playoffs. And those Celtics guys, not everybody specifically, but most of those Celtics guys been at that stage already not too long ago. So it's going to be a good finals. I feel like everybody should tune in. If I'm Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I want it bad. It's just you just can't go back to the finals and lose. I mean, you can, but you know what I'm trying to say? Just you got to capitalize because NBA is getting good each and every season, and you don't know if you're going to be back there. I mean, injuries is a thing, sadly. A lot of things got to go perfect for you to go that far. And we don't know how this offseason is going to look, so you got to make sure you do what you got to do with the roster that you have. I got Celtics in 6 though. Like I said, I'm not saying that confidently. It might go 7. Luka may win, and if he does win, I'm gonna give him his props 1,000% because he's phenomenal. He's a really good player. Like I said, I believe he's the best player on the court when tip-off starts tomorrow until whenever the finals finish. Of course, going into this series, he's the best player. Who knows? He could put up a stinker. I don't have him putting up a stinker throughout the whole. He's just has that image where you just kind of say he's gonna perform. But yeah, let's see what happens. We still gotta see basketball. Got a lot of quarters to go, a lot of timeouts, a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls, a lot of 3-pointers to go to see who wins this finals. I wonder who you think is gonna win. I personally know people who got Mavs. I know people who have Celtics. It's pretty even out, even though the Celtics fan base is super duper strong, big, and toxic at that. That's another reason why I can't wait to see these finals because I know they're gonna get at Kyrie. They're gonna try to get on Luka's head. Mavs fans may not be as toxic, but they might defend the Mavs when they go back home for Game 3. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna be. Let me see. Next week, they should probably be in Game 3 or 4 by then. By the way, yeah, no sweep. There's no way. There's no way nobody sweeps. There's no way. Like, so I'm not even going to entertain that. So by the time I come back next week, we should still be in the finals, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, that's my prediction. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. Check the description down below. I have my link for my Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. You know, share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, your boy Ssalcita is out.